Okay, a pleasant Saturday morning again sa inyong lahat. And
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
ay,
Good day.
Good morning. Umiinit na ulit ang panahon natin. We're in the thick of summer. Tapos, siyempre, alam niya, sa panahon na ganito, there's so much sunshine and sometimes too much sunshine. Yeah. But
Time to bring out the sunglasses na.
yet we need to be, kumbaga, always very thankful for all the blessings we have in life. Lalahanin natin na there are many events that takes place in our surroundings, in our country. There are many things that takes place in our own personal lives. But one is to understand these are but passing, dumadaan-daan lang. But yet at the same time, if we use wisdom, or we embrace wisdom in our lives, then we are assured that whatever we do in life is the right thing to do.
And even if we're not so wise, it's good to have a guide.
A guide. Di ba? Many of us needed teachers from the beginning of our life. Our first teachers were our parents. We trusted them. As children, we trusted our parents a lot. And we relied on their love and their sacrifice to raise us to what we are today. So then, in school age natin, we have other mentors, other teachers. Even in our families, we have relationships with our aunties, uncles,
Lolo and Lola.
Lola and
Oo.
Lolo. They're very much part of our upbringing. They are
And our learning,
And
no?
learning.
They guide us all throughout.
So we find that there are so many people that we are indebted to.
Ninong and Ninang,
Ninong,
also, di ba?
ninangs. Then, nagkaroon na naman tayo ng mga kaibigan. Friendships begin to take place in our lives. When we become teenagers, friendship becomes important to us. How we make friends, how we reach out to people who becomes our friends, depends on what is our upbringing and how we were raised socially by our parents to be able to adjust and adapt to the given society that we live in. Kaya, many things. We cannot live by ourselves. What to speak about life in general. How do we understand what true life means? What is this human form of life? Who am I? What is the goal of my life? What would be the future be like for me? Marami tayong mga ganyan na mga nagiging questions based on our maturity. And we start to seek answers to this. Is my education to live in this world enough? Is it sufficient? Hindi ba marami pa sa atin nag-aral na tayo ng kolehiyo, nakatapos na tayo. Then later on in our life, we have to learn some more.
Oh yeah, lifelong naman talaga
Yeah.
ang learning.
We can be learning from others. We continue. This is something that is for us, for me, for that matter. This is where I'm thankful for many of my teachers. They taught us not just to learn the ABCs, but they taught us how to live life in general. Now, in this world, pero siyempre, kadalasan tinatanaw lang natin, our forward looking is always limited to the life in this world. But what kind of life do we live in this world based on understanding of who we truly are? Kung sino talaga tayo. Tayo lang ba yung, ako ay Pilipino, o ako ay dito pinanganak, ito ang aking mga magulang. Right? Yung basehan ng aking buhay, kung ano ba ang dinirekta sa akin ng ating mga kamag-anak, ng ating mga guro sa eskwela. Or, these are just stepping stones so that we can come and point to the point of our life where we seek deeper understanding of our existence. We seek deeper meaning. Where can happiness be found? Where can joy be found? Where can love be found? This is a driving force in every individual life. So, before we go on, we prepared a video.
Tita Socorro.
Tita Socorro has a video for everybody. And
Okay.
let's Watch it.
Watch it now. Yeah.
Hello, good day. Welcome to the Philippine forest, a tropical forest that is full of wildlife, trees, biodiversity. And in this forest, we find the chirping birds, as well as snakes, wild lizards, and all sorts of different kinds of animals. We find that when we are in a forest, we sometimes experience some fear because, especially at night, we don't know what's around us and we hear all sorts of different sounds. Our life is just like being in a jungle, being in a wild forest where there's so many dangers lurking around us. Our purpose in life is to be able to traverse, come out of this jungle, and find a place which is safe. Perhaps a place there where we have some friends and some people who we know can actually be with us, be in a condition of happiness, be in a condition of peace, and be actually in a safer environment. Actually, we can traverse this jungle of material life because in the jungle of material life, you know, sometimes there are wars, and even in a real forest, you have wildfires. And these wildfires can actually burn our homes, these wildfires can burn our possessions and everything. So we are seeking a more secure situation. And how do we come out of this jungle of material life? Actually, there is a way that we can come out safely out of the jungle. Just like when you go to a foreign country and you go to the Himalayas or to some forest in the South America, you would need a guide. You would need somebody with wisdom to actually impart good information to you. Where the source of water is, where to walk, not to fall into a ravine, where the snakes are, and even sometimes the antidote to a snake bite, where the healing herbs are if you get injured. So this is very important in our life, to have wisdom, which has been described by the Greek people to be more valuable than an ocean of gold. Wisdom is so valuable that it is said to be wealth, and wealth that will actually help us come to a point of happiness. So while we are traversing, or while we are going through the jungle of material life, we must understand that here in this world, we need knowledge, we need the wisdom, we need to read the information from books written by ancient sages who have already traversed the jungle and have already successfully come out of the jungle. And it is this wisdom from ancient sages. It's just like they have built a pathway, they have built a road, you know, that makes it easier for us to travel through the jungle. They already know the safe pathway. They already have given us the signs, they have given us the knowledge what to do and what not to do. So we have hope that even if our life is quite difficult in this world, it's full of challenges, that we can, even with small steps, be able to traverse and come out of the jungle. We are hopeful. We know that there are people who have succeeded, and we can follow their footsteps, follow the path. Thank you for joining me in this short walk through our tropical forest, and I hope that some wisdom has been imparted to you, and you have been somehow inspired and given hope that yes, even with small steps, even with small progress in our life, it is better to reach and travel to a better destination It is better to actually make an effort to get out of our miserable world and find a better solution, a better destination where we can truly be happy, where we can be truly safe, and where we can be truly peaceful. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Ayan na.
All right.
So, you see, sharing this wisdom and embracing wisdom in our life, wisdom brings us to a next level. Diba? Always, diba, what we do in life, we try to capacitate ourselves in improving. Kasi ang buhay ng tao, continuous ang improvement dapat yan eh. No? So,
Yeah, we all need a guide, but we should also choose our guides carefully.
yes.
Yes, because like for example now, we are all in the process of trying to choose our next leader of the country, and we would like to focus also, syempre, how do we choose these leaders properly, diba?
Yes, what is their qualification? Is it just
Oo.
based on experience of being leaders in the political?
Oo,
Field?
is it about popularity lang?
All right.
Or is it about what they are as a person? I think one good thing to figure is how are the people around them also, no? Because the people around you will show what kind of person you
Yes.
are, right? How yung interest nila, yung mga activities nila, their achievements. Sometimes it's not just the one person that you're voting, you know,
Yes.
but others around them. Eh.
Kasi as leaders, most of our leaders don't operate on their own.
Yeah, syempre, they've got
They're
their
the main
whole
decision.
team.
The whole team, and how they choose their team, how they live their life, determines what kind of associates they would have,
Yes.
and also how strong of a team will they have.
Yes, kasi some people are maybe in a leadership position pero iba yung style nila, no? Yung tipo bang takot yung taong magsalita, takot sabihin na teka, mali na po yata ang ginagawa natin, di ba? I find that good leaders are able to accept and actually communicate well with their teams. Yeah, that the teams are not afraid to say their ideas and not afraid to give suggestions or even criticisms of plans. That's a good sign of a leader if a leader can accept these things, di ba, from their team.
Yes, and not only that, but they can listen to the very people that they need to serve.
Yes, they're good communicators, they're open,
Yes.
no?
And
Hindi
it-
yung parang merong, ano bang tawag doon, yung cordon sanitaire ba na,
Yeah, or-
hindi sila approachable.
Meron na siyang parang set of agendas na gusto niya mangyari.
O yan,
whether-
agenda is very important. Ano
whether
ba
it-
ang motivation
Yeah,
yan?
whether it conforms to the needs not only of the nation, right? Or if it's your barangay or it is your town or city.
Especially the whole country. Naku, we
And
need to have a really good leader.
Yes, because there are many things confronting us in the future.
Oo.
Because leaders don't just operate on a daily basis.
O kailangan meron siyang long-term
Right?
view.
Meron siyang
goals.
short term, meron siyang
Oo.
medium term, meron siyang long term. Kumbaga, ano, he sees that everything he does not only affects people's lives today, but also affects people's lives in the future.
Yeah, way.
Kumbaga,
Into the future
namumuhunan ka.
talaga.
Yung ating, kumbaga may vision siyang ganun.
Yes.
Tsaka lahat ang ilagay niya sa lugar ngayon, alam niya, hindi lang yung impact na madadama ngayon lang.
Oo, may long-term
Ngunit
talaga
may
siya
long-term.
effect. Oo.
You know, kaya ang liderato na ating pipiliin, now that the political exercise is there, the election, we should consider many things.
You have
What-
to choose wisely.
Yes.
No?
The qualities of the leadership is
minsan,
important.
feeling natin, wow, okay yata tong leader, mukhang matapang
Mm.
magsalita. Oo. Pero baka mamaya, naku, hindi pala matapang. Takot pala, di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, just like in Ukraine, they were lucky kasi they voted somebody who, he was known for being a comedian, pero wow, ang galing palang mag-lead. Matapang talaga.
Then lumabas pala yung background niya.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Mga scientists yung qualities, mga educators yung kanyang mga magulang. So, kumbaga, may pedigree na rin siya. May qualities siya na gano'n. Yet, educated din siya. Kumbaga,
Tsaka, believe ang tao sa tapang niya.
right. Tsaka, kumbaga, he can,
Kasi we need to be brave to protect the rest of the country.
he communicates very nicely. Magaling
Ayan ang
mag-communicate,
importante
number
talaga. Magaling mag-communicate. Because if someone can communicate ideas properly, certainly can lead us properly also, no?
Yeah.
Clear sa atin lahat saan tayo pupunta at paano tayo makakarating doon.
Siguro, batiin natin muna lahat ng mga nakikinig. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. So,
But we're filming this so we can't read all of your messages. Although please send them anyway because
Your
we will
comments,
read them
yeah.
for next time.
we draw your comments. We draw that from you, and we could see that what else can we talk about.
So it's nice to hear from everybody. You always have nice contributions to the conversation.
So now, with leadership activities, that the fact that we're going to do that exercise, of electing our leader, and there's another angle to choosing the person who will guide you in your life. Because the leadership will deal with your basic necessities, your education, your security, your food. Ang daming components kasi ng responsibility ng isang liderato. No? But real good leader makes it so that he sees things that what kind of society am I governing? Kumbaga what is the goal of my leadership just so that what do I want to bring about to my citizens that I'm serving? Kadalasan ang liderato, makikita natin, he longs for peace.
Yes. Because that's how we can actually live.
Yes.
Without peace, ang gulo. Nobody can do anything right, no?
Yes. There has to be peace in the society. Just so that the society itself can function efficiently and
Yes.
effectively. Yet a true leader sees that when there's peace, people are freed from the anxiety of leadership that sometimes that is mismanaged, no?
Oy, parang hindi ka sure saan ba tayo dinadala ng taong ito, no?
Kasi having peace is an assurance to your constituents.
Yes.
Kasi gusto mo palaging uuwi ang constituents mo na alam mo katulad
Masaya
niya.
sila,
O kaya
hindi
alam mo
sila
ngayon,
abala,
hindi
hindi
ba-
sila takot.
alam mo may mga ibang bansa maiiwan mo yung susi ng kotse. Nakabukas yung kotse, nandun yung susi, naiiwan mo para dahil
Pati
mo
yung
wala.
bahay, hindi nilalak.
Hindi nilalak. May mga ganun na lugar. Pero may mga lugar na akala mo nakabilanggo na yung may-ari ng bahay Sa dami ng rehas.
Oo.
Sa takot niya na baka pagsamantalahan.
O kasi
Kung
may
ano
akyat
meron siya.
bahay kasi.
Oo. That's why, pag may mga ganyan, o kaya nakikita nyo rin, kapag matatag ang liderato, at may puso, sabi, nakikita na rin natin na, pati yung mga nasa ibaba niya, ganun, nagiging, na-inspire sila.
Yes.
Kasi inspiration ay napaka-importante yan sa isang liderato.
Sabi nga nila, ang magandang leader, hindi lang siya ang bark ng orders or instructions. Meron siyang actual caring for the person. Meron siyang compassion, may empathy siya.
Yes.
Yung mga tao sa paligid niya who work in his team, hindi lang niya yung inuutosan. Inaalam din niya, kamusta kayo? He actually spends time talking to them about their personal or basta other things other than the work at hand. That's how much he cares about them, no? So may personal touch kailangan.
Mapagmahal.
Yes.
At saka yung kanyang pagmamahal ay may lalim.
Yun.
Diba? May lalim.
Oh,
yung
he's really
pagmamahal.
concerned sa welfare of others. Teka, we're always using he. Meron din she na leader, ha?
Oh.
We are not making that only
Kasi
he or she.
makikita natin na na kapag may malalim na pagmamahal at malasakit ang ating liderato, yung kanyang mga pinagsisilbihan ang nauuna kaysa sa sarili niya.
Yes, yun
Then-
ang kanyang priority niya.
Oo.
Hindi yung puro sarili lang niyang anong gusto niya ang nasa
Oo.
isip niya.
Kundi pakinggan niya
Ang
mga
concern ng
concerns
tao.
ng mga tao. Kanya kahapon nandito kami sa isang lugar. Ito yung nalalabing mga forested area ng bayan ng San Juan.
Yeah, a little watershed area.
It's a little watershed na alam ko itong watershed na to halos 300 plus, almost 400 hectares ng tubig ng farming land, doon nagagaling ang tubig. So,
Yun ang source.
yun ang source.
Oo.
So nakita natin na how everything else is built around being able to move water efficiently and effectively to these fields. But because of changes that's taking place in our climate, nakikita natin yung mga shinape ng tubig and the amount of water that is present. Parang nagkukulang na kasi we're in the middle of summer. Nakikita natin talaga yung pagkakulang ng tubig. Ngayon, at the same time, yung naglalakad kami, nakita namin na may kanya-kanyang tubo na sila.
Oo.
Pumupunta yan sa kanya-kanyang field or sa kanya-kanyang household, kung saan man. Nakikita mo, may mga iba putok.
Oo. There's a lot of water,
Sumisirit.
pero hindi na-spread out evenly,
Oo. Tapos hindi lang yun, kundi nakikita mo na, ay, mukhang naaaksaya.
Yun nga, sayang.
So,
Hindi na-maximize.
ito yung isang ehemplo. Nung kausap ko yung liderato nung village, kausap siya kahapon. Sabi ko, mukhang kayo dito sa village na to. Kasi may waterfalls dito eh. Mukhang na-spoil kayo sa tubig ninyo. Kumbaga parang
Kahit may natatapon.
hindi nyo
Okay
pinapansin.
lang, oo.
Hindi nyo binibigyan pansin. Uy, nagsasayang, naglalagas, nagtatapon ng tubig. Ngayon, binanggit ko doon sa liderato. Kasi alam nyo, kapag pinansin mo yung tapon ng tubig, yung sayang ng tubig, meron ka rin isang papansinin. Kung saan ba talaga nagsimula yung tubig na yun. So, titingnan mo ngayon yung gubat, sabi ko sa kanya. Kaya, ang interest namin dito, sabi ko sa kanya, ay mapangalagaan itong nalalabing watershed. Para hindi na lumala at hindi na
Mahangin ho dito, may
kaya
nahulog
may
na
mga
branch.
nahuhulog na sanga ngayon at
Kung
natutuyo
narinig
na
niyo
eh.
yun, no?
Nakukulang sa tubig eh. But anyway, hindi kulog yun. But anyway, ang punto, naibanggit ko sa liderato, yung kapitan, sabi ko, alam mo Kap, kung pinapansin natin, mapapansin natin na hindi lang yung, ina-account natin yung, hindi, kumbaga dapat i-account din natin yung dami ng puno.
Oo,
Magkaroon
kasi,
tayo ng inventaryo kasi
Yes.
every huge tree, malalaki yung puno eh, accounts for water that flows out to your rivers and springs. Every tree, the presence of those trees.
di ba napansin nga daw nila na kasi sa mga nakaraan may mga nagpuputol doon ng
Yeah.
malalaking puno. Napansin din nila na mas konti nga ang tubig ngayon
Yeah.
mula nung nagputol yung mga ibang tao ng puno.
Kaya naibanggit ko doon sa kapitan, sabi ko, alam nyo, kung tayo yung nakakaalam ng lugar, dito kayo nakatira ng habang panahon, halos buong buhay,
Oo.
alam nyo kung ano yung itsura ng dati kasi may historical facts ka at experience. Pinagkalakihan mo eh. After 60 years, nandun ka pa rin, no? Ikaw ay nagsasaka, kinakailangan mo yung tubig, kinakailangan mo yung tamang panahon,
Oo,
yung
yung-
temperate na
hindi
ideal
init. Oo.
for growing. Pag nakikita na
The right
natin na ngayon
temperature.
nagbabago, sabi ko, gampanan natin ito. Bigyan natin ng pansin. So, una natin gawin, ibilangin natin yung mga puno.
Oo,
Gawa
at bawal
natin
nang magputol.
gawa natin ang paraan na every puno, sabihin natin,
Accounted for.
Tapos,
Oo.
kung sino man ang nag-aalaga na nag-maintain nun, hanapan natin sila na pwedeng, dahil sa contribution nila sa puno na yun, the tree takes away carbon in the atmosphere. carbon
Stores
sequestration
water
ang
pa.
ginagawa.
Oo.
Tapos nagbibigay tubig. Kasi alam nyo, hindi natin binibigyan ng kahalagahan. Yung tubig naisip natin parang libre yan kung ikaw yung magsasaka
But
So,
now, hindi na natin
Hindi
pwedeng
natin
take for
pwedeng ibaliwala.
granted.
Kaya
yan.
naibanggit ko to sa kanya na huwag natin lang alalahanin yung sarili natin sa ngayong panahon. Kundi tanawin natin. Every leak doon sa pipe, 1 puno o 2 puno o 3 puno ang nagbigay ng tubig doon.
So, nasasayang.
Ganito kalalaking puno yan. So, kaya, wag natin, kumaga ng ating mga liderato, tingnan natin na meron siyang mas malalim na vision. At nare-recognize niya yung mga factors na napakasimple lang, pero nakikita natin has a major impact sa mga buhay ng tao.
Yes. So
Today
it's good for
and
them to be
future.
environmentally
Yes.
aware and actually caring, no?
There's responsibilities to that. There's a deeper responsibility to that. Tapos,
Kasi konektado din doon yung ating food security.
food security,
If we
quality
have
of
proper
life,
water.
quality of life, fertile soil, nandiyan, binabanggit ko to palagi, at saka number 1, malinis na hangin.
Yes.
If you have clean air in your midst,
Ay, that's what we need talaga.
that's 60% of your health already. The rest, yung food,
Can't argue with
nutrition,
that. Oo.
that determines the health of your body, yung linis ng hangin na nalalanghap ng katawan natin. Then that relieves you of the anxieties. Alam niyo ba, kung malinis ang hangin niyo, even your mindset
Stress level bumababa.
bumababa.
Oo.
Even your mentally
Yes.
naapektuhan.
Emotionally.
Emotionally. You bring in clean air, you draw clean air all the time, you nurture your body with it, with this clean element, you will find anxieties will be minimized and lessened.
That reminds me of our friends who have been here in La Union for 2.5 years during the duration of the pandemic, and recently they had to go to Manila. Na-anxiety sila kagad.
Oo, anxiety sila.
Kasi ba't daw ganun yung hangin doon?
Ba't daw ganun yung hangin
Oo.
doon? Kasi
Saka lang nila napansin dahil matagal na sila wala sa
Wala doon.
pollution.
saka yung ingay, lahat ng mga bagay na dating parang, sanay na kami. Biglang namula sa kanilang mga pananaw, ba't ba tayo nandito?
Oo.
Yung may anak sila 16-year-old na,
Kailangan mag face-to-face classes.
mag face-to-face class kayo, magre-report sa eskwelahan. Una niyang para na ako may sakit dito. Yun ang mga sinasabi. Pero, babalik tayo. This is just one component. Why? Why when we as a leader, we look at those little details, nakikita niyo lahat yung mga components na that will bring about success to your leadership.
Kasi ang leaders, hindi lang bigger picture ang tinitingnan, pati little details
Detail.
that really matter.
Yes. It's not like you're going to be micromanaging. No. You're aware of this. And then,
Kamukha sa Manila, di ba, ilang milyon pang litro yung nasasayang.
In one
Kasi
day-
ang mga pipe nila, ang
in
daming
one
leak.
day,
Oo.
in Metro Manila, almost 650 million liters of water goes to waste.
Imagine that. Tapos naghihirap ang mga tao, nag-iipon sa kanilang mga timba ng
This was
tubig.
reported in the news,
Oo, about a week ago, no?
Yung Maynila, sinasabi nila
So you
yung
think,
mga
maliit na bagay yan, may tulo lang. Pero hindi, malaki ho ang
goes a long way.
sayang sa
Now,
ng mga
these
tubong
are
ganyan.
these are the influences that is prioritized. Kasi if you want to have a society that is working well with peace and kumbaga these are basic things but yet it is so important. Without water, chaos.
Yes.
Magkakasakit lahat, maraming magkakasakit dyan. Yung hindi ka makakaligo, maraming hindi ka
Tsaka
mali
kung
magagawa.
sa area like ours na agricultural,
We
hindi
cannot
sila
plant.
makatanim kasi kulang sa tubig.
Kulang sa tubig. So
Kasi
there are,
remember the other week, we also went to a place na sira yung kanilang dam. So lahat sila hindi nakatanim. Yun pa naman ang kabuhayan.
kabuhayan.
nila.
Siguro yung mga almost 120 hectares ang sinusupply niyan tubig or more. Parang buong bayan nga
O yun nga.
See, these are little things.
Tapos nung tinignan namin yung dam, hindi naman ganun kalaki yung problema.
Sabi lang
Sana
ng mga tao,
naayos.
nabutas lang. Nagkaroon lang
Oo.
ng butas. Ay, nag-drain lahat ng mga pinondong
Oo.
ang laki-laking.
It could have been fixed.
This is a small water impounding project ng Department of Agri. Has been functioning for many years. Binagyo kami last year.
Last year lang.
So yun, nagkaroon ng sira. Pagpunta namin doon,
Wala na. Tuyong-tuyo talaga.
Naging pastulan na yung dam.
Oo.
Ayan, so, again,
So these are
little
small
things.
details pero masyadong importante.
Now, then we go to a more deeper understanding of what leaders' responsibility is. Alam nyo, yung sa video na napanood nyo earlier, ipinakita ron yung qualities ng true a person
Guide.
who provides real guidance to our lives.
Real leaders.
Real leader siya. Ngayon makikita ninyo, the conduciveness of such development in a person's life to engage in a deeper purpose is very important. So a leader or a teacher requires certain mechanisms and protocols to be able to be successful in the deeper goal of life for all his citizenry. People are free to worship, yeah. People are in a situation where they can engage in activities of uplifting, leveling up their lives to reach out to a deeper and a higher purpose.
Oo, laging merong advancement, no?
Yes.
Getting better and better.
You see, when you speak about wisdom, you also speak about divinity or something that is divine. Yeah, and this is the reality of our existence. We are by nature spirit. And how do you nurture that spiritual
in
Spirituality
a
natin?
person's life.
How that's a real life, eh? How do we nurture that? So the leader will provide this.
A
That
good leader.
a
will
good
do
leader
that.
will provide this. So that our citizens are happy from within.
And only then can we have some peace, no? Otherwise, we're always wanting more hanggang sa mag-away-away, mag-gera-gera.
There's happiness, there's
Just to have more.
satisfaction.
Oo.
Kaya, yun ang dinudulot. Kaya, on one hand, you have the leader that provides you the security, the safety, yet at the same time, that functioning leader can also provide a means for everyone to pursue a deeper purpose and a higher purpose in life. And
Yeah,
that's
because
something
your
that
basic needs are
Yes,
cared for
your
already.
basic needs are cared for.
So
But
you
it-
can think of higher goals.
Yes. And that there's this type of engagement taking place sa buhay ng mga tao. We could see the changes not just taking place in our own personal lives, yung materially wise, no? But yet, spiritually, we are growing. Spiritually, we are progressing.
Yes.
So this is,
There's constant elevation of
Yes.
consciousness and
Yeah.
desires. Yeah.
so this, kumbaga no, ideally, this is what is required of all of us. To seek that guide that can help you overcome the different struggles we face in this world. Right? Yet at the same time, being able to be living our life untouched and not disturbed by the trappings of this world that is constantly changing in our midst. May mga ganyan eh.
Hindi yun madali, no?
Hindi
Kaya
madali.
kailangan may guide ka talaga
Kasi
eh.
for example,
Kasi this world parang jungle minsan, di ba?
Oh.
Madaming sagabal. Maraming pitfalls.
there's obstacles.
Maraming danger.
There's so many
Oo.
dangers, you know. Akala
So
na
having a
natin,
guide is really important.
oh yeah, our government serves the people very well, and we are comfortable, we are safe, yeah, we have healthy food, we have a very conducive environment, you know, very nice environment, then you suddenly, nakasakit ka naman. May ganun eh.
Or, ayun na, pumutok yung bulkan.
Pumutok
diba?
si bulkan.
Anything can happen.
Binagyan naman tayo.
Oo.
May mga ganun na components eh. how do we come to terms of understanding this? Yeah, what takes place. So, batiin natin ulit yung mga iba. Again, comments ninyo. Okay? It's a subject matter that we need to be discussing. And
Yes, hindi ho biro ang mag-choose ng leader, no? Para sa ating bansa.
So we select
Kaya we
based-
have to really think about
Yes.
it, weigh things, use our intelligence. Wag ho tayong masilaw sa galing ng kanilang mga
rhetoric.
kanta-kanta, mga ilalabas media. Minsan magaling maglabas nga pero we're not so sure, di ba?
Yung pala, within,
Kaya pumili
yung hindi
tayo
nakikita,
mabuti.
yung hindi natin nakikita, bulok pala. You know. And
Wag
these-
ho tayo basta maniwala sa mga advertisement lamang, no? Alamin natin talaga ano ba talagang gustong gawin ng taong ito, no?
Tsaka,
Bago tayo pumili, bago tayo magbigay ng ating sagradong boto.
right, may puso at kusa na magsisilbi. May sensibilidad sa buhay ng liderato na yan. May simplicity ba?
Oo. At
May
saka
mga-
meron bang credibility talaga? Or medyo alangan-alangan. Ang hirap po ng ganon, di ba? Pagka hindi, yung bang, halimbawa, yung iba, kilala na, matagal na, magaling magsalita. Pero pagdating sa gawa, ano daw, nalimutan na yata, no? Kaya pili ho tayo ng mahusay.
Hindi lang sa yung papanalunin niya dahil meron siyang machinery.
Oo.
Meron siyang magandang network. Ngunit,
O maganda yung survey nila.
Yan.
Oo.
but
Siyempre,
importante, kung ano bang uring magiging liderato yan. Kung sa atin, 6 na taon yan. Ang tagal. Matagal na panahon. Mas lalo kung yung liderato mo,
tagal
hindi...
na pagdusa kung mali ang ating maiboto.
You know, kumbaga lastly, ang isang pinaka-quality is mapagmahal.
Yes. Merong tinatanaw na Panginoon.
May lalim ba?
Yes.
Di ba? Yan ang ibig sabihin niya. Kasi kung wala siya, hindi niya may ibibigay.
Yes.
Hindi niya nadadama yun eh. Kaya yung inspirasyon niya, kung saan nagagaling. What inspires this person? Alalahanin niya, marami sa atin na nagsasamba, nagdadasal, meditate, we pray, we go
We
to
have
church.
our own spiritual practices.
Yeah, we see
Yeah.
that, in your own life ba, are you able to engage in this activity freely without any anxieties? Are you able to grow in your own spiritual life? Is the conditions where you live in ideal for this growth and that of your family? Are you not afraid or you have no concerns for the welfare of your children because that's well taken care of? Maraming ganon yan sa ating mga kuro-kuro sa buhay. Unang-una, tayo ang unang makakadama na whether the impact of such leadership in our own lives is felt. You know, it's not only felt physically and mentally, but it's heartfelt. You can feel this from people who actually are caring and loving. So, choose our leaders very well.
Yes, hindi lang yung magaling magpa-picture taking habang may ginagawa,
Yes.
no?
It's not about entertainment. It's all about servant leadership.
Yes, whether we are looking or not, they're doing the right thing. They're actually out there helping.
Yes.
That's what we need, no?
Qualities, the wisdom
Hindi yung
of a
pakitang
servant
tao
leader.
lang, no?
It's all about servant leadership. Anything that this person does touches the people or touches the people's lives deeply. And kumbaga it's enduring, tumutuloy-tuloy sa buhay ng tao.
Yeah.
So real change takes place.
Yung mga whether they're in power or not, alam mo, they're
Yeah.
doing good.
And there are ways too. Makikita nyo mabisyo ba yan? Di ba? May mga ganyan Susakatin natin yan
Are they law-abiding citizens?
Right.
Or
They-
do they have their own, like, iba yung, iba yung rules pagdating sa kanila.
Right.
Nako, mahirap yung ganyan.
Kaya
no?
alam niyo yung mga, minsan pag may mga bisyo di ba? Nakikita niya yan, ay, may bisyo sa sarili niya, wala siyang, kulang siya sa sarili niyang disiplina. Hindi ba, minsan may bisyo, naninigarilya,
Oo,
umiinom,
they
may
don't
mga
care
ganun.
about their own body. How
Yeah.
can they care about the rest of our bodies? Yun
Yeah,
tayo.
the rest of us.
Yes. Kung mahilig sa health, that's good. That's a good sign, no? If he takes care of his health, he's going to take care of our health as well.
Yeah, these are basic things.
Oo, tingnan mo yung
Simple
luho.
lang.
Din, ano?
Right.
Mm-mm.
Does this person remain simple even and steady even if there are changes in the life it's living? Kumbaga ano, nagiging popular na siya, malaki na yung pondo ang hinahawakan niya, he remains steady. Hindi siya nadidisturbo ng mga changes sa buhay niya dahil malalim yung kanyang prinsipyo at guided siya ng wisdom. Ito yung kagandahan nito. When we reach,
Kumbaga, hindi siya nasisilaw ng money or power.
He embraces a deeper purpose, a deeper reason why he is leading people. It is based on servant leadership principles. That I am serving you based on service that I have been empowered to do. Yet I face the responsibility and I recognize the responsibility of the actions that I will do and perform. And it has a deeper meaning to what you do. Pag ganun ang mga leaders natin. Kaya, sa ating mga tagapakinig, ating mga kababayan, please, servant leadership, keep that in mind.
Yeah. We know it's hard to find the perfect guy. There's no perfect person, but at least let's find somebody close to it, di ba?
And also importantly, besides the political landscape, we as individual would have to seek a guide that will bring us to the point where we become truly successful as spiritual beings in this world.
Yes.
We can live our life, experience our spirituality, yet while in this world.
Yes.
That gives meaning to what we do. Alalahanin natin lahat ng gawain natin sa mundo na to ends with our body. Whatever we have achieved, whatever studies we have come about doing, whatever success we have, it ends with our body. But when
But
you
we live
understand, we will continue to live. We are by nature eternal beings. And if we feel that eternality right now, we begin to spiritualize our lives while in this world, then that is the real success in your life. And to be successful, you need somebody to guide you. A guide who is very sincere and truthful.
Who practices what he preaches. Yeah.
Yes, the qualities of a true spiritual guide. And you can feel that yourself. You can feel the changes in your heart. It's not blind service, or it's not blind following.
Oo.
There are qualifications, there are qualities for such personalities. So sa ating mga kaibigan, ayun, tatapos na naman kami.
Oo.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong nakikinig kayo.
Oh,
You come around,
nasusubaybay sila.
nasusubaybayan nyo.
Lagi,
I hope
oo.
kami ay nakakabigay ng kaunting kaalaman sa aming kaunting kakayahan to share
Nakaka-share kami kahit paano.
kahit na
Oo.
paano sa mga buhay ninyo. So, marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat at mag-iingat palagi, magdasal, mag-meditate, huwag natin kakaligtaan at ang importante, magsilbi.
Yeah.
Silbihan
Be safe.
natin ang kapwa natin tao, silbihan natin ang Diyos. Diba? Ayusin natin yung environment natin, maging ehemplo, magkaroon ng mas malamlim na meaning sa ating buhay. Marami pong salamat sa inyo.
Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Be safe. Yeah. And we'll see you again.
Pangkalusugan, pangkalikasan, go Palakas!